Yeah, Marvel Snap's newest card is Tombstone. This one is currently available in the Team Clash game mode, and I think he's going to be a pretty good addition to the Destroy arsenal here. I'm not sure I believe yet that Tombstone is a card you have to have for your Destroy decks, but I think he's one of those that's going to be nice to have, particularly in a list like this that just wants to destroy a lot of stuff, because you got Weapon X in here scaling as you destroy cards, and Death getting discounted. Muse, you need to make sure you have access to destroying cards across all the locations, all of which Tombstone actually meets those needs pretty well, right? Because he can basically destroy things on a separate location from himself, which cards like Carnage and Venom are actually a little bit limited on, right? And these are like really susceptible to, say, a Cosmo, whereas Tombstone, as you're gonna see in this video actually multiple times, can really dodge that Cosmo and kind of get around some of those problems, much like Killmonger. Now, you know, Killmonger a little bit more universal. I will say, like in this list in particular, I did often feel like Tombstone was kind of just worse than Killmonger. And it's like, if I had a Killmonger, maybe I didn't really need the Tombstone, but like Tombstone was still good, and like, you know, you can use both. And if you don't have a Killmonger, Tombstone does give you access to that. I can't imagine other deck lists that perhaps use Tombstone more like specifically. Maybe I should have gone that route for testing him today. Stuff like a Nimrod deck where you try to make the Nimrods your smallest cards in other locations, and Tombstone kind of gets to destroy both of those in 2 locations, which is really cool, whereas like Carnage or Venom might be limited to just their location. I think there are some additional ways to use Tombstone in some kind of like sneakier ways, basically, that really take advantage of the effect, whereas this is more about just like the number of destroys. He still felt like a good card in this list, still felt relevant. You're just looking to destroy lots of stuff, and he's good at that. Sometimes there are still some sneaky plays possible, but, you know, maybe not like the absolute best way to use this. And again, I don't know if this deck has to have Tombstone. He just felt like another solid inclusion. So basically want to see more from this card, want to see more lists that are really utilizing him kind of specifically, if that makes sense, to make sure he really feels worth it. But at the end of the day, just like cheap destroy activator is probably good enough. Like, I think it's just a card you're going to want to own, because, like, you know, just the fact that he's 2 costs instead of 3 can sometimes also be relevant as a destroyer is concerned. So just like really flexible, really interesting, does something a little bit unique, still gets like numbers out in regards to destroy stuff. So ultimately a useful card, not like crazy, not, you know, game changing, my mind isn't blown or anything, but just like a good piece of the destroy puzzle, which I think you're going to see at least a few times in this deck. On top of that, this deck, by the way, is really fun. I like this blend of destroy a ton. Weapon X is getting up to like 30 power. Muse is a crazy power splash. 0 cost deaths. All of that is actually really, really interesting. I like this deck a lot. Tombstone just, you know, he felt good, not crazy, if that makes sense. So anyway, enjoy the show. Okay, Moira, absolutely fine, yeah. Do you actually just rip Moira Tombstone already? I forgot to look what was in her, but I mean, I guess it's Death, Nico, Tombstone? Or was Moira repeating herself? Actually, God, I don't know. Hub's kind of annoying. Hand size becomes a real challenge here. I'm still gonna rip the Tombstone, though. Well, you could wait for post Shauna, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and play out this Nico. I think it's pointless. I don't need it. But I'm just thinking about hand size a little bit, right? And if I'm gonna play Shauna on 3 and Tombstone on 4, then I probably need to go this route. Tombstone I could see getting a little stranded, maybe. Tombstone's interesting in this deck because it's like he isn't really actually like doing anything extra, if that makes sense. I don't know if that probably doesn't really make sense, but what I mean is like he's just kind of, oh my god, Cosmo. This actually makes him do something extra, by the way. The fact that he can play around Cosmo, like he can destroy a card left, which they normally might not expect me to be able to do. Like that's a really, really, really sick interaction. I guess you go Carnage first, eat everybody. Tombstone in that case won't. I mean, I want to play on curve, and I kind of hate deleting these stats in some ways, but the Titania in particular is like kind of gone anyway. And I really want to destroy my Moira right here. So it's actually really good news that Martyr is bigger. I think that's actually super clutch. I am destroying my Carnage like this, though. I just realized. Oh, shoot. Crap. I didn't actually mean to do that. I mean, in theory, it's not like the... Oh, I'm so smart, dude. It is so good to be this good, dude. Like, wow, I am just the best. So this would send your deaths down to 1, which isn't actually really perfect. I mean, maybe it's fine, though. I don't know. I can put Nico left if I want to leave the Martyr up. Martyr's pretty good for Venom, but I can't Venom there thanks to the Cosmo. I mean, this turn would basically just be setting up for double death, Venom, Demon, which I guess is fine. I don't know. It's not great. Particularly, like, I can't add a ton of points mid like this. I don't know. Losing points off Nico, but I'm protecting the Martyr for whatever that's worth. I don't know how much it's actually worth, but she might, you know, sometimes Martyr doesn't really hurt you much, you know? It's like if you can set up a scenario where she's not really negatively impacting you too much. Okay, indeed, like we said, you can go... Ooh, is there anything good with Blink? Oh my god, actually Killmonger... If you did it at the right moment, I mean, Muse would be nuts, but it's just so expensive. If the deaths were 0, you could do that, I think, but they're not. So you want to go like death mid, probably. Do you trust that to win mid? I don't know. Maybe you don't have to go death mid. Maybe you can just go hard like this. Like, does 15 right hold? Like, Iska's not going to get that big. And then 18 left, even if the Martyr moves. If she moves mid, like, maybe if she moves right, it would be overkill, but she could probably move mid relatively safely. I'm just saying, hey, maybe I go for the flanks here. I don't know. There's certainly an argument that mid is also good. Oh my god, I forgot about Josie's even being better. Oh my god, that's even cooler. Oh, that's a pretty big boy. Is he too big? Oh, he's moving mid, though. Oh, that's totally fine. Yeah, we're fine. This is great. Oh, Kingpin debuffing him hilariously. The trade there. I mean, the opponent still wins out, of course, but this is going to be totally fine. The double death here is just monstrous, yeah. Martyr has absolutely no impact on this. 19 to 6 and... or 7, I guess, with Venus, and a chill 23 left, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this was cool, dude. Like, the Tombstones dodging the Cosmo was kind of relevant, right? Like, actually, that's the only way we got the Moira, which means that's the only way we get the death. So I was going to say, like, on a normal game, Tombstone doesn't really do anything in this deck extra. Like, he's still good, of course, just like, you know, destroying 2 cards in multiple spots. Like, that's great. Helps you get the squirrels, helps you get, you know, Shauna cards, whatever. Like, I'm not disparaging it, but it's not like, you know, tricky, if that makes sense. But it is really tricky as an answer to Cosmo specifically, allowing you to access those cards. That was a really, really interesting execution. Iska gone, Hood gone. Okay, I feel like I've won that exchange. I mean, I love the Hood, but Iska seems crazy. This is my second straight opponent with this exact portrait, I think. Is this like a new portrait or something? Is there a reason people are spotlighting this? DC, there's some Shauna hits there that are good. Squirrel stuff too. Sam mid, okay. Sam plus Iska. Ooh, dude, we rip it, right? We rip it, dude. We've got Killmonger. Oh my god, we even go Squirrel Girl as well. Oh my god. I wish this is a game where I wish I had a null, man. I think you can kind of run null in these decks, but it's pretty prohibitive late. Shauna twice. Let's see, man. Echo. Moira's actually super nuts too. Wow. And Hawkeye going off twice. Actually kind of crazy. Cosmo's cost is increased, so they... Oh boy, they can still play it. That was the problem. Oh god, don't they want to play Cosmo? But I have priority this turn anyway, so okay, hold up. We just do this. We delete everything, right? Everybody's dead. Moira refills the hand, which is, I don't know, maybe not ideal. Cosmo's gonna come down right, but we don't care. I've wiped out the entire board. Oh my god, is Cosmo going mid? What is that mid? It's not Iska. What's their other 4-drop, I wonder? Of course, here we know death is very giga free. Now, is it actually right to do this, by the way? I don't know, because the squirrels are pretty legit. The Hawkeye is pretty legit too. Debatable because I'm not even drawing a death here, right? Debatable, but I'm going for it. Venus is debuffed a ton. Thanks, random Silver Sable. So you go Hood, and I guess you probably go Kitty Pryde just for hand space reasons. Boy, this is like, what's my final turn look like though? Like Shauna Muse? Like that's not good. So it's like Shauna double Demon? Like that's not that good either. Maybe you draw a death like this? I don't know, so playing the Kitty Pryde is relevant, right? Also worried about Cosmo a little bit, right? If Cosmo shuts you down right here finally. They didn't go for the Cosmo, okay. Interesting, went for the thing instead. Staying on curve there. That Iceman may have saved us more than we realized, right? Just like a bunch of random stuff here adding up to some real value. Like the Shauna actually resulted in something pretty cool. Death? Oh, I'm a genius! Actual giga brain genius level intellect here. Yeah, we ship it, right? Like, I don't know, we're not probably gonna win right, but I don't know. I could go. I mean, the demons are just so good in DC. It's like you're losing some Shauna upside, but I'm saying like I think it's enough anyway, because like the demons are so good, right? Like we're just gonna trust the demons. Now Cosmo again on this final turn would be annoying. Aurora I think is. I think we're still okay though. They didn't do Aurora stuff, so we're just fine. Like the demons are just too big, aren't they? Ooh, are they too big? Hold up. They're too big, right? The demons are too big. They're each 9, so you're getting 18. Yeah, you're fine on just demons. Yeah. Nice, dude. Yeah, like the Cosmo finally coming in is definitely disruptive, but it's such a sacrifice on their tempo that it didn't matter, right? Demon Death is so good. Without the death, this game would have been really shaky, though. We might have pivoted and done something different, like maybe a Muse comes in. I don't know. Tombstone was pretty solid there, by the way. It's cool. Lets you dodge the off-axis Cosmo again, which has been really more relevant today than I thought. A Hood into Tombstone. Again, I feel like every time I get a Tombstone, it's like, well, Killmonger's here. Do I need him? I don't know. I mean, it makes sense if I want to like protect a demon, right? But I'm just going so big and so universal with it that I feel like I don't like even now. Like I prefer Carnage probably, right? Let's just go ahead and tempo the Carnage. With this many destroyers available already, anyway, I don't think we need to wait. Hey, we're matching the Adam Warlock for now. Let's go. Do you go Killmonger here to delete the Hydra Bob? Oh. Even more logic on that, maybe. Yeah, maybe you do, honestly. We still have Tombstone as an activator for other stuff if we need it, right? So I think it's okay. Yeah, Marvel Boy denied, but now I do kind of wish I had another Killmonger for these future Marvel Boy hits, right? Demon Transform, okay, that's actually pretty decent on Shauna. Shauna can't add the card right, which sucks, but that's okay. Tombstone can still clear out a little space if needed here if you low roll or just want some bodies, right? So it's okay. Aranya, Jim Hammond. So Jim doesn't do anything, right? But oh god, Miniature's Lab. Oh, Starlight Citadel. I just never. That's just so invisible to me, man. It's so invisible to me. So this is gonna delete either Jim or Nico. Maybe actually on that logic we go Squirrel Girl first and then we delete some squirrels. Sets death down to 4, which isn't ideal for sure, but oh, actually you don't delete a squirrel still because there's no squirrel added left. So you delete one of your guys over there, but that's fine. I guess for the discount on death it's still valuable, right? And of course space mid is very valuable too. So death at 4, demon at 6. Weapon X way too late to be relevant. I mean, currently it just kind of looks like they're gonna try to get strong right, and then I don't know, can they get strong enough mid? Jocasta is not on the invisible one because of Asteroid M, I think, right? Do you swap these? Like, do they can I trust 12? Like even Athena's like only 6 right now the way this is structured. I think you trust the demon mid, but you maybe can't trust the demon left. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think you kind of have to trust the demon mid. Like some stuff for them too might naturally get pulled right, like a strong card that's not a 2-drop. Ooh, I think we made the right call. Just is death big enough? Like, surely it is. Yeah, it's just Athena, yeah. Athena, Invisible Woman, but with the Jocasta mid, it just the Prodigy there doesn't really do anything. He's just a body. I mean, just, you know, activates Athena, I guess. But yeah, this is fine, right? This is exactly the sort of positioning we were talking about. There's no problem. Opponent just kind of had a tough game here, I think. Marvel Boy just really had no hits. Adam Warlock we kind of controlled, which, I mean, to be fair, I guess Tombstone was marginally relevant at this game. Just it's kind of the death, but not great. I think the Killmonger snipe was really more important. This deck, it definitely feels like Tombstone is second or third fiddle, which doesn't make him bad necessarily, just not the biggest, you know, biggest use cases possible here. Hood. Man, every time I get Killmonger, I feel like I don't really need Tombstone, but Tombstone on 2 is maybe worth it just to tempo into Blackstone, right? It's not a crazy idea. Would love a Moira this game for this death. Yeah, it's not flashy, but I think sometimes just using this as, you know, an off-location carnage or whatever is fine, right? Sometimes you want to destroy things where they're not, and that's fine, and it's not fancy. And, you know, I really thought about like doing a Nimrod deck today, like using Tombstone as like a double Nimrod activator, because like Carnage and Venom kind of, you know, only get, you know, the Nimrods in their spots. Is not as like flexible. Boy, this is super sick. Okay. Yeah, what is this in here? It's gonna be Death, Killmonger, and Hood. Yeah, okay, that is indeed super sick. Yeah, this is kind of an early Killmonger, but we don't care. It's fine. Stark Industries. I mean, we might as well push for you.
Impressive.
Magic left. Oh boy, Nico turning that off would be super cool and spicy. Not as much energy as we hoped this turn, but probably still enough. I guess you can go Muse Demon, but you do have that Killmonger still, so that feels a little premature. Maybe you actually just go Killmonger Squirrel Girl right now. Doesn't feel ideal, because you do want to destroy that Hood, I guess. Maybe you just do the Hood Killmonger for now. It's like you're kind of limiting your ability to Squirrel Girl, but you don't want to play Hood right, because it's like, well... I mean, you don't not want to play Hood right, because even if you destroy it, it might steal points from the opponent, I guess. There's some logic to that, I suppose. Yeah, maybe that's honestly fine. Like, who cares if Hood gets buffed? That means the opponent's not getting buffed. There's some logic to that. I'll accept that. That's kind of cool. Ooh, Symbiote Spider-Man. Man, don't buff that too much. Hey, it's indeed true. This got a lot of buffs, which is great. This potentially stole a couple buffs, though, which is nice. So let's go ahead and go Squirrel Girl Killmonger. At this point, we can probably drop in a demon. This is gonna fully activate Muse for any like Galactus shenanigans, I guess. And then you maybe have to use the deaths to go beyond that. This is leading 4 cards, so our deaths are each at 2. We could maybe do a Venom left as well to get more discounts for the deaths into turn 7. Also worried about, you know, just like Black Panther stuff. Like, that's really scary, obviously, with these big symbiote Spider-Mans. Black Panther, Arnim Zola type lines are a problem that I don't think we can stop. Nico top deck with locations would be insane, but that's a 1 and 4 into a 1 of 6. So, not particularly likely. Like a 4% chance or something, basically. Don't expect that to happen. Alright, death's down to, what do we say, 2, I think? 3, 2? 2. Muse is done. Demon's here. Jim, Storm. Okay, so maybe less Galactus, maybe more Fallen One here. Trying to get some time for their Fallen One, it looks like. Yeah, I mean... Fallen One's scary, man. This is particularly weird against Fin Fang Foom. Shauna here could honestly screw me a little bit, but I don't know. We're gonna risk it. Scorn is okay. Silver Sable's fine. Moira's a little late to be relevant. She would have been insane if I could have Venomed her. If Moira and Silver Sable swapped spots here, dude, I would have had the freaking triple death, I think, in hand. Star-Lord is actually a little less frightening than like Fallen One, but still very frightening, to be sure. I mean, I have... Oh, Weapon X, you're just so late to be relevant, man. I don't know the right way to split out all this power, but I'm just going to put the deaths where they are and call it a day. There's really no way to know. You know, but I will say, like, you know, we're already up 3, so 15-point lead, right, is not nothing. You know, a Foom Killmonger, for instance, would lead to a tie sort of thing. I don't know, a lot of possibilities here. I mean, honestly, I think even just like an Arnim Zola right for them is pretty insane. If you really thought they were going to Arnim Zola right, which isn't totally crazy, you could maybe stack left and well, maybe not that hard. Maybe you'd go like this. You know, like maybe, or maybe actually you'd still just go here because you're already kind of behind a lot mid.
Opponent snapped.
I think this is actually a reasonable plan. Like, there's no reason to really go 3 across if you think 2 across can do it, but it just really depends on what the opponent's up to, you know? I should maybe play the Weapon X in the front row because of Fin Fang Foom instead of Demon, actually. That might be smart as well. Kind of looks like they went harder right than I'd like. That looks like Man Spider, dude, to me. I think we're cooked, yeah. That's a little bit of a cook there. That's even more of a cook there, yeah. Yeah, this deck's really tough to beat when it lines up. We already played this last week, you know, it was same story kind of all the way through. Ooh, Muse early. Ooh, Superior Spider-Man early for them. They're not mad about that, I guess. Nico, let's wait. We can do better. Destroy and draw 2, of course, is like chief prize that I don't think I've hit a single time, by the way, which is kind of crazy. This makes me think about Zombie Galacti. This makes me think about... That makes me think about Zombie Galacti as well. Pretty likely, I'd say. Sakaar. Wow, that could really throw them off if they're a Zombie Galacti player, that's for sure. You know what? Let's just go ahead. What is in here? Death is really good news. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. It's not a good Nico, but I'm just thinking about hand size now with Moira. Next turn I want to play Shauna, so it's important to, you know, already clear out that space. Adam Warlock, yeah, for sure Zombie Galacti cards. Hopefully the Zombie Galacti just get pulled right now and screws them, right? That would be the dream. Death is actually fine for us. Magic for the opponent. They certainly don't mind that, man. Free magic is nice. Nico, location transform, where are you? I wish I had you back. Opponent might not expect the second death, but also might be hard to get enough points anyway, right? White Hot Room's great news for us, right? We just get to fill that here and still clear that space. Agent 13 is Master Mold. And their hand is already this small. That's pretty unlikely to be relevant, unfortunately. I have so much energy now, though, that I can make some pretty cool plays. It's just that, like, Carnage in particular is not great, because I don't really want to destroy Muse. I mean, I guess he can come in to be great later, right? That's probably true. This is a big Weapon X. It's nice. Headpool actually also really cool, because Moira's gonna... I think, well, actually, does Moira die first, or does this go in location order or play order? I don't even know. I think it goes in play order, right? Yeah, it seems right, though. So big death. Headpool again, looping is actually pretty sweet as well. How is death not free already? What the heck? Gwynpool, oh my god, they're going so hard. But I have so much energy to do so many crazy things here. I wish I had more Moira loops, right? That would actually be really cool. I think on this one you just go Killmonger again. Next turn you can do Venom. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Carnage might just be stuck this game forever. I don't know. Scorn, Nebula, and Iron Fist. That's actually fine on the Shauna. I don't care. Not a big problem. Killmonger again. Okay. Shame we're not catching any of their Zombie Galacti cards, by the way, with this Killmonger, because they do have, you know... I guess, did I hit a Chavez? Maybe I did, actually. Was it green, though? I don't remember. I don't know if it was a green card or not. I mean, my god, dude, I'm already at 38 points mid. That's really hard for a Zombie Galacti to beat. And they don't have any green dudes left right now. They might be stuck, man. I don't know. Do I just do this? Play Master Mold plus something next turn? I just like fill in the gaps, whatever. So that's already 7, and then this is going to go up to 8. Like, you're barely better playing the Carnage here, you know what I mean? But I don't really want to play the Death because I don't want to like show them that. So maybe you just go Master Mold, yeah. It seems better to me, right? Oh, opponents just seeing I think they're just seeing the math, man. The math is brutal, honestly. Yeah, they're just thinking the same thing I am. It's like, I'm already at 38. You ain't winning that. And left, it's like, you don't have enough dudes. Like, left is still, I'm going to dump a 14 power death over there, right? So you're talking about 33 power left, and they need, you know, at least 2 dudes probably to cover that, because there's Zombie Galacti, like, forget it, man. And I mean, even right, like, I don't think we'll be favored right, but I bet we're going to be closer than they think, or at least it's going to be an option that they, you know, they can't, like, abandon it. It's just crazy numbers there from that Weapon X, man. That was wild. All right, Nico location. Save that for later. Ooh, Zero deck. Dude, we never see Zero decks. I love it. I think Zero is a really cool card. I do think he should maybe be a 1/4 these days, though. Because, like, used to the 1/3 was him with upside, right? Like, the whole point was, like, oh, this card has a major downside to him. So let's make him overstated by making him a 1/3 when everybody else is a 1/2. Oh, Cloning Bats would have been so sick if I had just had one more freaking turn. Bada bing, bada boom. What do we want to do? Nico doesn't really copy the way you want here. But I like that I can still clear these out and, like, farm up these Killmongers. So I'm going to go ahead and play these anyway. I mean, just getting a copy of Nico's good either way. So this is clearly, you know, some kind of silency type deck. Maybe Techno-Organic Virus, maybe not. Squirrels again. Sure. So now we'll go Squirrel Killmonger, I think, right? It would actually be kind of cool to have another Squirrel cheat, but I guess maybe playing the Nico there was, I don't know, maybe that wasn't actually right. So it's going to make Killmonger super big, Death super cheap. I wish I could play Death and Cloning Vats next turn, but we're always kind of a turn behind. Now, there's Zero and Martyr are also about to get murdered. Like, let's not forget that. So that's going to go to 0. Would be so sick if I could play it right, but Avengers Compound has other plans. Adam Warlock again. Those are just a mile behind. Shadowlands Daredevil, so definitely more techno deck here.
Clear for takeoff.
Nico destroy and draw 2 finally, huh? Well, I mean, that makes Weapon X way bigger, but do we need all that? Like, is that good? Destroy the Shauna. Throw out a bunch of weird cards. Like, I guess Muse is pretty great with Death next turn, yeah. You could also do Killmonger on these Shauna cards as well to get 1,000,000 points right. It's just like, are you actually going to win mid like this? I don't know if Death's good enough, right? Like, big techno board would be super scary. Martyr again, dude. Okay, like, they just keep feeding me these martyrs, man. Like, I'm cool with this all day. Yeah. Weapon X is about to be very, very large. Muse hits indeed, yeah. So now I'm thinking Muse, Killmonger, Death, right? And you kind of know you're going to win right like that. So then you're just trying to win, well, I guess Killmonger has to go somewhere else, but Muse and Death mid, right? And then just Killmonger over here. Or I guess you just go here because you're not trying to win left at all. Yeah, this seems fine, right? How does the opponent beat this? Like, you're deleting 6 power from them mid already, or more, right? And then just, you know, Weapon X is going to be 1,000,000, so sure. Muse is a really nice splash to have in this deck, you know? Just like 24 out of nowhere is so nice. It's really, really good. Opponent had a weird game here, right? Like, just a lot of Adam Warlocks, like, just don't really do enough. And then a chill 29 for us off the Weapon X is so ridiculous, dude. This card is so fun, by the way, and really, really cool, and I don't know, man. I just feel like it's underrated. Tombstone's another card that just, you know, seems to go really well with it. It's like a shame we didn't get a Tombstone this game, but it just gets some ridiculous numbers sometimes for a 2-drop, dude. Like, people are sleeping on Weapon X, man. It's a cool card. Okay, Tombstone. A galactose intolerant, one of my favorite names, and now opponents many times appeared in my videos. Dude, that would actually be so sick. No one would ever do this data because it would be like the worst, most annoying project ever. But it would be kind of cool to like have like a Hall of Fame of Regis opponents. You know, if somebody like, you'd probably have to use an AI for it now, and even that would be like an unreasonable amount of tokens, or I don't even know what tokens it's called, I think, when you use AI. Anyway, you guys get the idea. No, let's, I don't know. I want to leave New York open to some extent, but I also, I don't know. Mid's going to be kind of clogged out here. I need Ebony Maw mid. Insane! Insane! I denied the Viv. Normally this would be such a big concern, but specifically thanks to this destroys Shauna and Misty Knight. But I don't have anything else to do with it. I'm just thinking, like, how do I beat this Viv again, right? Killmonger doesn't really do it. I mean, this would be the, like, good play normally, right? Probably do this anyway, yeah. I don't know. Viv's gonna get a turn, I guess, but it seems like he probably will anyway. Just denying one turn's pretty sweet. So death is basically free here. Maybe literally might be one. I didn't check, but Muse is fully activated. Tombstone currently kind of pointless, but all good. Mother Ascani, scary stuff. Hood. Hood is great for Tombstone, actually. Maybe you do, I don't know, you kind of want to do Tombstone Venom too, but at some level that's not really worth the trouble. You kind of want to not lock in your Hood stats, right? So you want a Tombstone, but then you lose your Venom. I mean, I guess, honestly, if you do this, you're kind of chill anyway, because you can play all three of these next turn. Not that the Venom's, like, particularly good next turn, but it's fine. You'd probably just rather play the Demon than the Venom. But Tombstone's just more points, I guess, right? Because Venom will eat the Hood if you play it on the Hood, if you destroy it, and then if you go mid, it's 3 points anyway. Like, per position, I guess, it's a little different. Sebastian Shaw Chameleon. Okay, so they're gonna have 1,000,000 points mid. That's scary. Do we want to try to win mid? I mean, also, it could be left. I mean, New York's a real pain, isn't it? If you go here, you're at 29 mid. If they go for a Silver Surfer buff twice mid, that's going to be 8 points, basically. So they go to 29 as well. So you could maybe do, like, this, if you think your Muse is good enough. Or maybe you, well, this is 14, 26. Yeah, maybe you go like this. I don't know if you think your Muse holds or not, but I don't know. I think you can kind of go toe-to-toe here. Uh-oh. I think they went Brood right, and we're going to lose. They kind of underdeveloped mid. Oh, maybe not Brood. Surfer into what? Surfer? Oh, Surfer is actually going to be a tie, I think, right? So we're probably going to lose a tiebreaker here. Shoot, we're tying, dog. Oh, that hurts. Oh, we'd switch the Demon and the Moira. But that didn't play around the double stack here, right? That's tough, dude. Double Surfer would have beat us anyway with a double stack, so interesting. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a hard loss. All right, Squirrel Girl. Yeah, we love Squirrel Girl. Yes, Kang is useless. I mean, I kind of want to play real Kang now that I've seen that, though. It's got to be itching for real Kang. Weapon X early's great. Yeah, he can actually go in lab. That's fine. We don't need to play a Carnage or Venom there anyway if X is there, so that's good. Free up those other spots. Cosmo is gone. That would be a big disruption for us, so that's good news. Shauna's fine, yes. Even if we roll a Hood. Actually, now, too, though, if we could do, like, Hood left, Tombstone right would be sick. Mantis hits. Gambit, okay. We don't actually play a lot of credit cards. It would be just mostly Gambit. So actually here what we can do is destroy the squirrel, destroy the squirrel. Actually, hold up. No, we want to do... Yeah, let's actually destroy the Hood and then maybe Carnage actually next turn right. Tombstone's small enough that you don't even mind eating him with the Carnage, right? That's pretty nice, actually. And Hood is great for Tombstone, just like the exact sort of utilization you're looking for with Tombstone, right? So Carnage right, Mother Ascani hits, Gambit's gross. I mean, as long as Gambit doesn't hit Weapon X, which is a very trivially easy thing to say. I guess Muse technically there is big enough. I don't know, man. I sort of needed a Killmonger to make more space, but and somebody's having these small bodies out right now is actually good against the Gambit. My final turn currently looks like Gambit, Demon, something, I don't know. Weapon X gonna be pretty big here, so like mid feels solid, minus Gambit risk, of course. Muse is gonna be big, so that's good. Rama Tut, oh my god, I love the opponent's deck, by the way. Rama Tut, no target, what was that, anti-venom? It seems to hit anti-venom a lot, by the way. Shuri too, and Blink, oh god, okay. Dang, dude. Like, in theory, you love Killmonger, but I just can't risk the Gambit, right? Oh. Shuri's crazy work. This is gonna be a, like, actually, I can activate it with the Kang, right? It's just, is it worth it? Oh god. Oh god, I don't know, dude. Like, I guess it's worth it, yeah. If it hits their Gambit first, is that how that works? I mean, right now it would have to hit their Gambit first. Do I go off first, right? Shadow King, they missed their Shuri. Oh god, no, don't hit my Gambit, please. Okay, that's actually fine. So surely my Gambit goes off first? Oh, they have a new card, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Their Gambit didn't even... Wait, theirs isn't even done. They went Shadow King mid, which is why they snapped. But it just wasn't big enough. This happens all the time, guys. Where people play Shadow King and then they just think it's like job done. It's like happened to me like once per video lately where like you're not just done because you played the Shadow King, right? Like even it was, I think they went in the order of Shadow King Gambit because this got bigger again, right? So there was this real risk that I didn't even need my Kang. So a bit of a misstep there, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Opponent really didn't go that hard here to snap there. I feel really good about our result there. That's great.